Hi guys! In light of fall, winter, and the holidays, we're going to be starting a hot chocolate series. But a little bit of backstory on hot chocolate and where it came from. A liquid form of chocolate was first consumed by the Olmec people in Central America around 1500 BC. But this liquid chocolate was not served hot, it was actually cold and flavored with peppers and other spices. After the Spanish made it to Central America in the 1500s, liquid chocolate made its way to Europe, where the wealthy added sugar and drank it warm. Marie Antoinette even had a servant with the title chocolate maker to the queen. In Europe, by the 1700s, chocolate became very popular and chocolate shops started opening up around Europe. But they quickly closed as they realized that chocolate was very expensive, much more expensive than coffee even. Europeans then carried the chocolate from Europe to America during its colonization, which there does happen to be one chocolate house left, the famous Parisian Tea Room located in New York City. Of one of the most famous colonial Americans, George Washington, was even said to have a breakfast of cornmeal pancakes accompanied with a warm chocolate drink, rumored to be spiked with brandy. Then, in 1828, C.J. Van Houten of the Netherlands patented a process of pressing the cocoa butter from the ground and roasted cocoa beans, thus making cocoa powder. Then, in 1847, Joseph Fry of England and his sons took cocoa powder, cocoa butter, sugar, and pressed it into a bar shape, thus creating our chocolate bar. In 1917, Angelus Marshmallow advertised their marshmallows on top of hot chocolate, thus creating the famous duo. And finally, in the 1950s, instant cocoa was created in America by a dairy company owner, Charles Santa, due to an oversupply of powdered coffee creamer. He simply mixed the powdered coffee creamer, sugar, and cocoa powder, and created the brand Swiss Miss. Now let's hop into the recipe. Today we're going to be making a Colonial hot chocolate, and for this recipe you'll need 1 cup of milk, whichever milk you prefer is fine, 3/4 a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, or you can use a cinnamon stick, 1/8 a teaspoon of cloves ground, 1/8 a teaspoon of nutmeg ground, 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. I'll be using pink Himalayan salt, but whatever salt you want to use is fine. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1/4 a teaspoon of anise extract, or you can use 1 whole anise star, 1/4 a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2.5 ounces of dark chocolate. You can use whatever percentage of cacao that you'd like. I'll be using a mixture of 85% and 100%. Now let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is just finely chop the chocolate. And you'll of course need a saucepan. To our saucepan, we're going to add the milk, sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and salt. Also the anise, if you're using the whole star anise. If you're using the anise extract, we're going to go ahead and wait to add it. We're going to go ahead and whisk the ingredients to combine them. We'll now turn our stove onto a medium heat and allow our milk to get hot, but not boiling. It'll take about 5 minutes, but we want to remember to whisk the mixture about every 30 seconds. Now that our milk is hot, we're going to go ahead and add the remaining ingredients, which is the anise extract if you're not using the whole anise star, vanilla extract, and the dark chocolate. And you can also go ahead and turn the temperature of your stove down to a medium-low heat. We're now going to go ahead and whisk this all together until the chocolate is melted. We're now going to bring our hot chocolate to a low simmer for 5 to 6 minutes, and we're going to whisk it constantly. By the end of the 5 to 6 minutes, the hot chocolate will be thicker. Our hot chocolate has been simmering for 5 minutes now, so we can go ahead and remove it from the heat and pour it into a fall, winter, or holiday mug. And here is our Colonial hot chocolate, loaded with spices associated with the era and a bit more bitter than we know our modern day hot chocolate to be. And this is what our American forefathers would have enjoyed. You can go ahead and top this with whatever toppings you like, including cinnamon sticks, marshmallows, whipped cream, whatever you prefer on your hot chocolate. Thank you for watching this video. If you happen to like this video or found it interesting, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. If you have any comments, questions, or hot chocolate suggestions, that rhymed, go ahead and leave those in the comments section below. Bye y'all.